All right, hi everybody. So in this video here, we're going to look at another example of factoring. In this case, I notice I've got four terms, x cubed minus 8x squared minus 3x plus 24. And typically when I see four terms, I am assuming that I'm going to do some grouping here. So I'm going to put the first two terms here in parentheses. And then I'm going to do something here real quick. Now watch this. I'm going to put the second two terms in parentheses too. Now, I want you to know before I go any further here that this is incorrect, what I've just done here. And I can demonstrate that it's incorrect by simply going back to the original expression. Okay, if I drop the parentheses, nothing happens here. Whoops, sorry, I said I was going to drop parentheses and then I didn't. If I drop the parentheses in the first, on that first binomial here, nothing really happens because out front is just an addition sign. But here, if I drop the parentheses here, that negative that's out front here has to get distributed to both terms in there. So this becomes negative 3x minus 24. And that is not the same as the original question. So this doesn't work. This isn't the way that you group those together. When you group things together, I want you to put parentheses around those first two terms. I want you to put parentheses around those last two terms. And I want you to, if you see that negative sign right there, I want you to slide it over with that 3 here. And there should always be, in this first step, an addition sign in between them. Okay? Until you get really comfortable and you can start to skip steps, this is probably how you should be doing it here. Then what we do in the first set of parentheses there, we're going to factor out that common x squared. Okay, and we're going to be left with x minus 8. And then here we're going to factor out a common 3. But bear in mind that I want it to look like this right here, if I can. That is my goal. So because it's positive x here, I'm actually going to take out a negative 3. And that's going to leave me with x minus 8. And that's good. That's exactly what I want because now I see a common binomial to both of the terms here. So I'm going to take out that common binomial. And when I do, that x minus 8 was multiplied by x squared. So there's my x squared. And then it was also multiplied over here by this negative 3 minus 3. Okay, and there you go. That's now that we've got to this point here, you might look at it and say, well, is there any further factoring we could do here? I'm seeing this x squared minus 3, which sort of looks like a difference of squares. Okay, but 3 isn't a perfect square. Doesn't mean that we couldn't take another step there and force a square root to exist there. But at this point here, this is very likely where most of your teachers would want you to stop.